This is Johnny, and he's doing one of his favorite things in the whole wide world, which is playing marbles by himself for hours. He's 8 years old, and he has autism. This makes being normal that much more difficult. And he has spent a lot of his life in isolation from social situations since he has autism. But he's really just the same as everyone else. My question is that what will it take for Johnny to be treated the same as any other 8-year-old boy? Okay, so Johnny has autism, and I got this statistic from the website that's on the bottom. Autism spectrum disorder is a general term for a group of complex disorders of brain development. They can be characterized in varying degrees by difficulties in social interaction, verbal and nonverbal communication, and repetitive behaviors. Symptoms are present from early childhood, and they can affect daily living. Each individual with autism is unique, in that no two people are affected exactly the same way. And ASD affects 3 million in the US and tens of millions worldwide. The latest analysis for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that 1 in 68 children have ASD. Okay, so unfortunately, autistic people are very misunderstood. Johnny can speak, and he can read with proficiency. However, a lot of his social interactions have resulted in painful awkwardness, and therefore he steered clear of them. But much like everyone else, he craved interactions and companionship. Then something miraculous happened. Johnny found Xena the warrior puppy, and this special puppy was rescued off the streets after being confined in a cage and starved. A Facebook page was made for her and her amazing story, and Johnny's mother, which is Linda, fell in love with Xena through this Facebook page, and she heard that Xena would be strong enough to appear at a fundraising event, and she decided to take her whole family. After 4 minutes of being at this event, Xena ran up to Johnny and Linda's husband, and they soon adopted her. From that very first day, Johnny began to be transformed by that unconditional love of Xena, and the mighty duo, Johnny and Xena, have been inseparable ever since. So part of the reason that Johnny and Xena found each other was because Xena was a well-known rescue dog from the internet. The fact is that rescue dogs are cast aside and unwanted. Only 1 out of 10 dogs born will find a permanent home. What about the other 9 dogs? Xena was one of those unwanted dogs that was cast aside and forced into homelessness. But luckily, she has begun to prosper by the love and companionship that Johnny has showed her. And he has aided in her recovery. He has rescued her. So it was a miracle that this warrior puppy even survived. Xena was taken in at about 4 months of age, and the staff guessed that she must have been confined in a cage and starved before being dumped. This is Xena when she was first brought in. No one thought she would make it through the night. However, with fluids, nutritional supplements, and an urgent vet visit, the puppy began to perk up. But Xena beat the odds, and she has begun to prosper by the love and companionship that Johnny has showed her. He has helped to rescue her in a way that no one had before. She was underserved and cast aside, but she has prospered by the power of partnership. And Xena has definitely helped Johnny to come out of the shell like never before. In a way, she has allowed people to be more accepting of Johnny. And ever since they got Xena, he has begun to be treated more like an 8-year-old boy. Xena has just helped Johnny in so many ways. And Johnny's mother, Linda, has said this about the changes she has seen ever since they acquired Xena. He's a non-stop chatter now. He's more social, playful, and observant. He now does not mind verbally assessing everything he witnesses. And Johnny's mom even went so far as to say that he is the happiest he has ever been in all his 8 years. The unconditional love that he has felt from Xena has allowed him to come out of his shell. And Xena also rescued Johnny. So, Xena in a way acts as a service dog for Johnny. And the websites that I got this information is at the bottom of the slide. So, a service dog is a dog specifically trained to help people with disabilities, including hearing and vision impairment. And service dogs can be trained for a variety of people, some who use power manual wheelchairs, have balance issues, various types of autism, need seizure alert response, or need to be alerted to other medical issues, such as low blood sugar. And service dogs can be trained to help people with autism, to help them gain independence, confidence, and just the ability to perform activities of daily living that they could not otherwise perform. So needless to say, service dogs are very beneficial, for people with autism. Some benefits include lowering anxiety, increasing communication, helping kids to overcome speech and emotional disorders, and increasing socialization. Does this sound familiar? Because this is much like how Zena helped Johnny to increase his communication and socialization. Like I said before, she did this through just the love and companionship that she provided. And so, service dogs are just becoming very important for our society, especially for this disorder, which is becoming more prominent. I mean, let's be real. A dog's love is like no other. So Zena and Johnny have rescued each other, and they have begun to prosper. Zena beat the odds, and Johnny is better than ever. Both rescue dogs and people with autism are underserved. This story inspired me and made me think. Two undeserved beings coming together to help each other in a way that no one can really understand. I want to be in service of others, and this story inspired me not to underestimate the power of love and companionship. Please never underestimate the power of love and companionship.